Hey everyone, my name is Sergi, and today we're exploring how Team Canvas can improve your team's collaboration. I'll give you an overview of the tool and explain in details how to use it. Okay, let's start with the overview of the tool itself. So if you're using Miro or some similar tools, you might have an already created template. I'm searching by the word team, and the first result is Team Canvas. If you'll click preview, you'll have an option to take our already pre-filled information. You can use it just to have an example of the information that usually people fill in into different categories. We'll take a blank one. So the main idea actually of the team canvas is first to have conversation inside the team about different stuff that is happening, about the purpose of the team, like why do we exist, what is the main idea and main goal of the existence of the team. Then we're going to the goals, the team goals that are more decomposed to a smaller one, depending on what purpose do we have. Then we have a personal goals, like personal development, technical development, and then different stuff. What are our needs and expectations? Like what do we need to have in order to give you the best results? Maybe some technical stuff, some knowledges, experiences, and etc. What people and roles are inside our team? What is our strengths and assets, weaknesses and development areas, and rules and action points that we agreed on, like the way we work, our process. Team name, that is something that I will show you how to create if you're launching a freshly new team that was created. You can also create a team name, team brand, something like that. So I'll show you a little bit later. Now let's go to our agenda. So today we will talk about preparation, execution, and I will give you a couple examples. The first one will be from HR perspective, HRBPs, HRs. And the second one is from the food industry. So let's talk about the preparation first. What we need to have different roles. What are the main roles if you want to execute such kind of workshop? So first, of course, we need a team that works together. Here they are. This is our team. Second, we need a facilitator that will lead the workshop, that is not a part of the team. Well, he might be a part of the team if we're talking about the Scrum teams and software development, then the Scrum Master or an Agile coach or somebody like that can lead this workshop. But basically, if you're talking about the other teams that doesn't have a separate person and a separate role for such kind of stuff, then we need somebody external. So we need a facilitator and the team. My personal recommendation when we are preparing to such kind of workshops, the first one, we need to think about the goals. So sometimes you might be surprised, but sometimes people don't really understand what are the team goals are. And when we are asking a manager or somebody from the C-level, sometimes when you're asking a manager or somebody from the C-level, they actually also can't formulate and verbalize what is the actual goal is. So we need to think about goals in the first place. Second, we need to talk to the team and give them an explanation. What is the workshop about? Why are we doing it? What is the value and what is the outcome of the workshop? How it might help us. Because if you'll just take a team, do the 1.5 hour workshop without any preparations, they might be confused, really surprised, and feel insecure if you're just taking them to such kind of activities without any explanations and any preparations. And the second, they actually really useful for them to show how the team canvas looks like, so they can think in advance about the purpose, goals, personal goals, and etc. So they can be more prepared and feel safe. So first, goals. Second, talk to the team. And the third one, book 1.5 to 2 hours to actually lead it and make it happen. So this is the main preparation. We need team, we need external or internal facilitator if we have one. Think about goals, talk to the team, book a place. Now let's talk about the execution, and I will combine actually the execution with an example. So the execution actually is a part of the work of our facilitator, this guy. But I'll give you a couple examples of how you can do it. So let's take first an example with the HRs. This is the real teams that was filling up these forms. The purpose of the current team is to foster a positive and productive work environment that attracts and retains top talents. Now, this is the result of this current team. But you might ask, what is the process? How are we getting to this one? The first answer is we prepare the purpose in advance when we was talking about preparation. But usually it's the work of kind of higher level managers and etc. We might prepare our way of see the purpose of the team. What you can do in another way, you can say, okay, we don't have the sticker over here, we just have a purpose, like everything is empty. And we can say, okay, guys, please take a sticky notes over here and write down how do you think, what is the main purpose of our team? Why do we exist? In Miro, you can turn on the private mode so nobody can see what is written on the stickers. And then you're saying, well, I think the team exists because of blah, blah, blah. And people are writing these different sticky notes. Then, after a couple of minutes, when everybody is ready, you're just clicking and unclicking the private mode. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and everybody will see the stickers. And this is the first step when you're starting a conversation, because you might have a really different kind of answers why people think the team exists. After the conversations, you're getting to some point. You can merge the stickers if they are plus minus about the same, and then get to the main purpose. So we have the main purpose. The rest of the stuff is creating in the same way. So now we understand the purpose, we're all at the same page, we're aligned, now we are getting to the goals. Now the important thing is we need to understand how far are we thinking about the goals. Q1, Q2, Q3 goals, or it's H1, H2 goals, or it's next year goals, etc. So we need to understand the boundaries. In the same way, you're talking about, okay, let's think about for example, it's Q1 right now, but let's think about the future, about the possible goals for the H2. So we understand the purpose, and now we're getting to the goals. In the same way, you can just take a sticky notes, write them down, and see what people think about the goals. So basically, we need to decompose the purpose into something feasible. So for example, in this case, we have implement a comprehensive onboarding program for new hires, reduce employee turnover by 15% over the next year, and improve employee engagement score by 20% in the annual survey. So as you see, all these goals are pretty much unique, and you can measure in the end of the H2, are we close to the goal or not? So for example, improve employee engagement score by 20% is the annual survey. You can take the annual survey and take a look how many percent did you get. Now, when we had a conversation about goals, we can go to personal goals. What is the difference between team goals and personal goals? So team goals is something business related that we are going to together as a team. The personal goals is a personal development stuff that will help us to get to the goals faster, or not faster, but at least just to get to those goals. So what are our hard skills, soft skills that we might need to improve in order to get there? So for example, a HR manager says that I need to obtain an certification within the next year, develop advanced skills in HR analytics. The recruiter wants to increase the efficiency of the recruitment process by 30%. So these are the personal goals of the people that we have over here. Now about the people and roles. What is useful here? So we can say that, all right, we are a team, but we have different roles. In this case, we have HR manager, recruiter, and HR coordinator, 3 roles. And as you might guess, we might have 3 recruiters, 2 HR coordinators, 1 HR manager. So it's just a name of the roles, but not a list of the people. So what are the main outcomes of each of these roles? HR manager oversee all HR functions and strategies, like the functions, outputs, outcomes. Recruiter manage the hiring process and talent acquisition. HR coordinator assist with employee relations and administrative tasks. So actually, if you want to, you can start the whole workshop starting with discussing people and roles, and only then go to purpose. You might do in that way. And then you're going to the next one. Values, what do we stand for? So I'll give you an example from HR field, right? So always act with honesty and transparency, treat all employees with dignity and respect, and encourage teamwork and open communication. That is our values. Needs and expectations. Clear communication for leadership regarding company policies and changes, adequate resources and budget to implement HR initiatives, because what can you do without a budget? And support from other departments in collaborative projects. As simple as that. What is our rules and actions? So this is mostly about the process, like the way we work. All team members must respond to internal communications within 24 hours. This is their policy. You might have another one, of course. Regular team meetings every Monday to discuss progress and challenges. Something like daily scrum in a scrum, but this is once a week, as far as I get it, on Mondays. And ensure confidentiality and privacy in handling employee data. So this is the rules and regulations and policies. Of course, you will have something for yourself. Now you can use strengths and assets and weaknesses and development areas. So the thing is with all these canvas that you can configure it within your needs. So if you think that talking about strengths and assets, weaknesses and development areas is something that we don't need to in the current stage, you can just delete it, right? And that's it. But in this case, they did it. And so what do we have in strengths and assets? Strong communication skills, extensive knowledge of employment law, ability to mediate and resolve conflicts, and weaknesses, limited experience with inserted HR technologies. So we need to get some more hard skills in this one. And we have a high workload during peak hiring season. So we need to somehow handle this problem. And all these tickets are being born during the conversations, brainstorms, these hidden notes, sometimes even voting what is more important for us. So this is an example of how the canvas can be filled with an HR team. Now let's get to something more close to everybody. So this is a company that is creating a food product. The purpose: to provide high quality, safe and nutritious food products to customers. What are the goals? ensure compliance with food safety regulations, improve customer satisfaction rating by 15%, and reduce food waste by 25% over next year, something that we can measure. Personal goals. Food safety manager says that his personal goal is to obtain a certification in advanced food safety. Operations manager says that his personal goal is a streamlined production process to reduce cost by 10%. Who do we have in the team? We have food safety manager, which the main work is to oversee food safety and quality assurance. Operations manager, manage day-to-day production and operations, and marketing manager, develop and execute marketing strategies. Needs expectations, you can just put the video on pause and read the stickers. Strengths and assets, weaknesses, and development areas. What can you add to this canvas if you're launching a new team? Because over here, you can see that we have a team name. So for example, if it's just a group of people that are only starting to be a real team, because now they discussed about the purpose, the goals, and etc. Now they feel that they can be a team if they will work together. Now we need to create some kind of team brand. So this is an example of what you can do. You can say, all right, let's talk about our team brand. We need a name and we need some kind of visual picture that we can use in our emails, blah, 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 like our brand. So what you can do in this case, you can say, okay, guys, let's think about the names of our team and put it on stickers. Once again, turn on the private mode, write in the stickers, then we turn off the private mode and we see the names. How to choose a name? You can say, all right, let's make a voting. Let's choose the area of stickers that we would like to take part in the voting. For example, these 3 stickers. We can say we have 3 votes per person, or 1 vote or 2 votes. The voting will be for 1 minute, and then you can have other filters, just like 1 vote per object, for example, just not to have 2 votes for 1 object. And then we start. And in 1 minute, we have the result. And the winner is like number 2. Hooray, number 2 wins. This is the name of our team. Now we have the name of the team. Please go to Google, go to some AI tools, for example. Let's create a picture for our team. Now we're creating a picture, the same voting as we had in the previous time. So each person is taking 1 to 2 pictures the way you want it. Then we say, okay, let's do another round of voting, and you can just choose the pictures and do the voting for the pictures. And in the end of the day, you're having full understanding of where your team goes, what are the team goals, personal goals, needs, expectations, values, rules, and actions. And you have a brand. For example, this is our team with the name number 2. This is our brand. Now, what might happen during the workshop? If you will stuck in some place, for example, rules and action points, you might have a really hard discussions about the way we work, about our processes, policies, and etc. And if you're taking too much time for this one, you can say, okay, guys, let's park it and discuss on the other workshop. So you're taking only the most basic stuff that everybody's agree on. If you can get to an agreement, you can just park it and get to it in the other meetings and etc. So don't get stuck, because people are getting tired after 40-50 minutes of such kind of workshops, and then the productivity is getting really low. So if you got any questions, maybe you need some more information, but more specific, feel free to leave a comments in the comment section, and see you in the next videos. Enjoy your day.